Assalamu alaikum friends, my name is Bilal Khan and this is my 31st video of DevOps. So in this video I'm going to talk about a tool that is called Kubescape. Alright, so Kubescape scans Kubernetes clusters, so Kubernetes manifest files, alright, and code repositories, container registries, images, etc. Alright, so they will detect the misconfiguration according to multiple frameworks. Alright, so basically Kubescan will scan the Kubernetes clusters, manifest file, code repositories, container registries that are detecting misconfigurations in the Kubernetes. So after that, it will also show you the reback, role-based access control violations at early stages of the CI/CD pipeline. It calculates risk scores instantly and show risk trends over time. All right. So you can create your own framework to secure the cluster. All right. So you can put some rules in it if you want to secure the cluster more. All right. So basically, it will scan the cluster by default. But if you want to add some further rules into the Kubescape, you can add it by using the frameworks. It provides both the CLI and the GUI format to make the usability easy. All right. So you can use the command line tool and the graphical user interface also. So read the detailed article about Kubescape here. So let's click on this. So now as you can see that this is the article of the Kubescape that will show you what is the Kubescape and how does it work. So you can read this file. I have taken the definition from this paragraph, alright, so and put it here. So you can read this whole article and it will show you all the details relevant to this Kubescape and how does it work. So after that, let's move to the installation process. So go to the GitHub repo. So let's click on this. And now you can see that I'm currently present in the GitHub repo of the Kubescape. And after that, what you will need to do is install the Kubescape according to your operating system. So let's scroll down. And this is the basic interface inside the command line prompt. So the first step that you need to do is if you have Linux operating system, that you can copy this command, or if you have the Windows or Mac OS, you can follow these steps. All right. So if I click on any one of these, it will show me all the commands relevant to the operating system of Windows or Mac OS. All right. So currently I have already installed this in my Linux operating system, so I don't need to use this, but I have shown you how you can install it here. So after that, let's create the YAML files. Why? Because for scanning the data, you need some kind of YAML files to scan it. So open the Monocle application and click on New Project from Templates. So here is the Monocle application that I have already opened it. All right. So after that, here is the new pod. So let's delete this new pod because I don't want to use it. So after that, let's start from the beginning. So new project from the template. So let's click on this and now let's write new pod again. All right. So I have deleted the previous one and now it is the new pod project name. Let's select a template and use a advanced pod. All right. Use this template. And after that, click on the start and namespace should be none. And after that, Nginx is the image. All right. So if I click on this, enter, and then where is this? All right. So here is the submit button. So if I click on this, it will show me the message that the 0 resources found in one file and the my pod, new pod is successfully created. So if I click on this, this new pod is created now. All right. And it will be showing in the here. As you can see that it is my home. Inside the home there is a Monocle directory, and inside the Monocle directory there is the new pod directory. So after that, let's delete these commands and let's save it here and now click on the OK button. And after that, as you can see that the YAML file is created. If I look into this, as you can see that this YAML file is newly created. So now it's time to deploy this. But before deploying it, I have stopped the minikube, so let's start it again. Minikube start. So it will take me some time to start. So after that, let's open the Visual Studio Code and read this. So open the Monocle application and click on a new project from the template. I have already done it. Give a project name and click on the create button. Alright, so I have created it. click on the advanced port template. Alright, so I have selected the advanced port template, and then click on the start, give it a name, namespace, image, and click on the submit and done. Alright, once it is created, save and deploy it. So I have saved this file by the name of newport.yaml, but I need to deploy this. So but because I have not started the minikube, now it is started, so I have to deploy this. So before deploying it, let's take a look at the kubectl get ports. You will see that no resources found are in the namespace. So if I deploy it and click on this OK button, you can see that I'm using the existing namespace by the name of default. So OK, as you can see that applied my port to cluster minikube successfully. Alright, so let's open the terminal and write kubectl get ports. You will see that this container is currently creating. So let's click on this again. It is taking some time, so let's wait for it. Now if I click on this, you will see that the status is running and the ready state is 1 by 1. So it is currently deployed. So the name is the my port. Alright, after that, let's take a look at the Visual Studio Code again, and now open the Lens application, go to your catalog, because this is the Monocle application, so I need to close this, and after that let's write the Lens here. So let's wait for it to open. Now you can see that I am currently present in the Lens application. So if I click on this if I click on this catalog, alright, so I can open this minikube cluster. Alright, so it is connecting me with the terminal, and now it is open. So I can directly open this via this icon here, or I can go to the catalog. So after that, let's go to the overview, and as you can see that currently one is pending, 18 ports are running. Alright, so if I click on this, so these are the pods that are running. Alright, so this is the pod that was created. So this is the pod that I have created, but these are the default ports that was already created. So let's take a look at this pod. Alright, so as you can see that this pod is running, and the status of this running. So let's close this, and after that let's move to the Visual Studio Code, and once it is open, click on the plus button on the right on the side with the terminal, and click on the create resource. So let's click on this plus button and click on this create resource. After that, let's click on the deployment. So you can click on any of the resources that you want. I have shown you in the previous video also, but I want to select the deployment here, and as you can see that this is the deployment YAML template that is created by default. After that, let's create it and close it. So now this Nginx deployment is successfully created. After that, let's clear this, and I write again kubectl get ports. As you can see that these are the 3 deployment ports that are created now. Alright, 11 seconds ago. If I write kubectl get deployment, you will see that Nginx deployment is created, and the ready is 3 by 3 because the 3 ports are created with it, and the up-to-date 3 available 23 seconds ago. So let's clear this. It is working fine. Alright. After that, let's move to the Visual Studio Code again. Once it is opened, click on the plus button. I have opened it, and select a deployment template. Alright, and click on the create and close button on the upper right side of the terminal. After creating the deployment, if you write kubectl get ports, it will show you the ports. Alright, I have shown you here how you can get the ports under the deployment. If you type kubectl get deployment, it will show you the deployment also. Alright, so I have done these steps. After that, how you can perform the scanning. So once the Kubescape is installed and pod and deployment are created, the next step is to type this command. Alright, so let's type this command. So let's copy it from here, and you can find this command also in the Kubescape repository. After installing, as you can see that this is the command that you need to run. I have already copied, and you can copy it from here also. So let's copy it, and now if I run this, paste it here, it will take me some time to scan the whole deployment and the port that I have created. So if I write kubectl get ports, you will see that these ports are going to be scanned. So let's wait for it. Now you can see that the Kubescape has scanned all the data that is present inside my Kubernetes clusters. So if I maximize this, so as you can see that this file has scanned the whole document, a whole set of documents, and it is judging the data, and it is giving us data output in terms of severity. So basically this is the high severity, and this is the medium severity, and these are the low severity basically. So some of them will show me the low severity, some of them will show me the high severity, and after that it will show me how many of them, in these deployment files or in these port files, how many files are failed, how many data, the data that is present inside these files, which data is failed and which data is opened. So it is showing me a bunch of files that I cannot understand what is going on inside this after scanning. So it is also showing me the risk score, all the resources. As you can see, this is the risk score of the 29.72%, alright, and it is also showing me the control name, the severity according to critical, high, medium, low. So if I want to take a look at these scanning inside the graphical user interface, I can click on this link. Alright, let's open this link, and after that let's wait for it for some time, and it will give me the data in the graphical user interface so that I can better understand it. So before opening it, let's open the Visual Studio Code. Once the scanning is done, you will see a lot of data in the terminal showing you where the scanning is failed or passed. So it will show you the severity of the data, whether it is high, medium or low. Alright. So at the end, it will show you the resource summary by pointing you the risk score and the number of resources. Alright. So the risk score is this, and the number of resources according to the each control name. So after that, now let's move to the opening the GUI. At the end, it will give you a link. Alright. So at the end, it is giving me a link, this one, and that link will lead you to the ArmoSec. So this is a graphical user interface of the Kubescape that I am going to show you. Let's open this. As you can see that this is the graphical user interface of the Kubescape that I have, all the scans that I have run. So as you can see, these are the errors that are found in my file. So I have already created my account. If you can open it, you can also open this account from here. After that, these are the control names, these are the statuses, these are descriptions, failed, how many of them are failed and how many of them, what is the severity score, and remediation. So after that, let's move to the Visual Studio Code. After opening the link, the Kubescape page cloud page could be like this. Alright, so as you can see, this is the page that is currently showing me, and this is the same page that is present here. So let's open the Wi-Fi because it is not detected now. Alright, so it will take me some time, no problem. If you scroll down, there will be a bunch of failed statuses, their IDs and description. I have seen it. If you click on any of the failed status, it will give you the pop-up page like this one. Alright, so let's click on this, any of the page. Let's click on this one. If you click on this ID, currently I have lost the internet, so just wait for a second whether it is coming or not. So let's wait for it, and after that, if you click on this failed button, it will give you a pop-up window, and the pop-up window will show you that what are the deployments and the ports that are having some issues. So let's wait for it when the internet is recovered. So now you can see that the internet is working fine. Let's close it, and now if I click on any one of this ID, open in the new tab. So let's wait for it because the internet connection is so slow. I don't know why. So if I click on this, as you can see that this is showing me the ID here, and this is the description of this ID, and these are the relevant stuff according to this ID, and what is the example of it, how you can solve it. Alright, so make sure we make sure this is set. Alright, so it will show you the error, it will point to the error also. So these are the error IDs. Alright, so you can open any one of them, it will open it for you. Alright, so let's as you can see that this is the error, another error that is showing me. Similarly, if I open this one, alright, so it is showing me, it will show me this ID and the description of this ID. Alright, so let's close this. After that, the main point is this, click on this field status. So let's click on this. So it will take me some time, and then it will show me the data. As you can see that this will be the pop-up message that it will show me the deployment, job, pod, what are the pods that are failed, and what are the problems that in this pod happening. So as you can see, these are the pod, my pod, test job, Nginx deployment that I have deployed, and these are the stuff that are present inside it. So if I scroll it, it will show me other deployments also and other data also. So after that, as you see, there are 4 deployments of the other things that are present in my Minikube. You can also open and close the boxes if you want. It means that they will be ignored. Alright, so if you click on any one of them, then this Kubescape will ignore this my pod, and this will be exceptional. Alright, so it means that it will not scan this my pod, and it will ignore this, and all the other pods will be scanned except this one. Alright, so this is exceptional. So although this will not solve the problem, but it is exceptional if you want to make a pod exceptional and you want to ignore it. So this is how you can do this. After that, the wrench that you see attached with each object will take you to the file and show you the lines in which the errors are present. So if I click on any one of this, alright, so let's click on this new pod. Alright, so wrench, this wrench will take me to another page, and after that I will see the lines in which the error is happening. As you can see that my port resources limit and request, it is showing me the line number 17 and line number 19. So if I scroll down, as you can see that these are the values that need to be fixed. Alright, so set the memory limit, or use exception mechanism to avoid unnecessary notifications. Alright, so I need to avoid this in order to run this my pod, and this will remove this error, and by removing this and by ignoring this, the error will be removed from here. Alright, so this is how you can remove the error. If I click on this Nginx deployment on this wrench sign, so it will show me, lead me to kubescan again, and point the errors that in which line the errors are present. As you can see that this is the Nginx deployment, line number 15 and line number 52 and line number 50. So let's go inside, scroll down, line number 50, line number 52, and this is also the errors that need to be fixed. Alright, so unnecessary notifications, these should be removed from here. If you want to, you can copy this whole data, or you can download the YAML file with these data, and you can remove them further, and after that you can deploy this. Alright, and after successful deployment, this error will be removed. So let's close this and now move to the Visual Studio Code again, making your own framework. So I have discussed what is the framework and how it will help you. Basically, if you want to make the rules of your own, so that you can scan the file with your set rules, you can do this with the help of you making a framework. So you make framework because you want your own rules to be present in the project. They are the custom rules like deployment, testing, etc. Click on the settings on the above right side of the Kubescape. So this is the setting button. So if I click on this, as you can see that it led me to another page, and now I need to click on this frameworks. Alright, so let's click on this. Click on the settings on the on the side menu under the posture heading. click on the frameworks, and it will open a page for you. Click on create a new framework, give a framework name, description, and check some errors. So let's click on this new frameworks, and after that, it is showing me the new framework to add a name here. So new frame. So let's open this new frame. After adding the name here, I don't need, let's give it a description also. New frame description. All right. This is the description. You can give anything you want, and let's check any of these errors that you want to check in the files, so that if the file gets scanned, these errors should be scanned. So these errors should be scanned, and these are the necessary errors, so that they can see that whether these errors are found or not. If they are found, then you can resolve them. If this didn't found, then you can declare it as a secure file. So let's click on this. A field has capital letters or not allowed special characters. All right. So let's remove this and write this one. Not allowed. New framework. All right. So let's frame description. All right. So new frame description. This will be okay. So I have I have checked some of the boxes of the errors. So let's apply this. So it will take me some time. So now, if I scroll down, you will see that there will be some. This is, as you can see, new frame description, and they have currently 5 errors that are present. All right. So you can edit it, or you can delete this, or if you want to open it, you can also maybe open it. So let's click on this. So this is how you can open it on this arrow sign. And now once it is opened, you can add further errors also, further checkpoints also, so that it will also check those points also in the file. So click on the create, give framework a name, description, and check some errors. Open this website and click on the repository scan option. So let's click on this website. So let's delete this. As you can see that these are also the errors that are present, and you can delete the framework and edit the framework if you want. All right. So there is no need to edit and add some more errors. So let's open this one. So it will take me some time. Let's wait for it. Now you can see that I'm currently present in the Kubescape cloud. I have created account here, and these are the commands. So let's take a look at the Visual Studio Code. Take a copy of the second option, that is a scanned a clone repository from a local directory. So this is a command that it is showing me, and this is the value of the account that it needs to be run. So let's take a look. This will this will be the copy of the Kubescape scan framework, the framework that I have created now, and this will basically scan this framework, and this is the ID of this framework. So let's copy this second one, and now after copying it, let's clear this here and paste it. All right. So path to directory. So currently I have not set a path for it. So framework name. So basically I have to give the framework name. So let's the name of the framework is new frame. So now it will start the scanning here, and let's wait for it so that it will be it is scanned successfully. So as you can see that currently my internet was not working. So let's clear this and write the verbose sign again to try it again. If it is not working, then definitely it is the error problem in my internet connection. As you can see that currently the question sign is appearing here. So this is going to give me an error, but if you type this verbose with this command, it will give you the result of the new framework that you have that you want to scan. All right. So let's ignore this. First of all, it will take me some time. So after that, after running the above code, you will see the details of errors of newly created framework. Alright. So let's take a look that if you want to scan a YAML file. Alright. So how you can do this? You can do the first thing that I have shown you, that you would need to first make a deployment or make a port, then you need to scan this. Similarly, if you want to scan the YAML file, you can do this with these ways. So let's take a look at this. These are the examples of it. So you can scan a running Kubernetes cluster and submit results to the Kubescape SaaS version, or these are the other options that you need that you can run on. So let's. This is also showing me the YAML or JSON file that you need, that you can scan it with this command. Alright, so I have already mentioned this command here. So Kubescape scan file name.yaml. Alright, so to scan one YAML file, or if you want to scan all the files, you need to write scan star.yaml. So it will scan all the YAML files that are present in a particular directory. So after that, if you need to scan Kubernetes manifest file from a Git repository, you can also scan this by using this command. You need to first write the Kubescape scan, and then write the Git repository link, give the Git repository link, and after that write the submit in it. Alright, so if you want to scan all the scanned resources, you need to write the verbose command with it here. Alright, so this is the repository that you need to check it. And if you have any confusion, as you can see that currently due to my slow internet connection, it is not working fine. So I hope it will work if you are using it in your own computer. So, but my internet connection is so slow that I cannot run it properly. So that's it for now. So I hope you like this video. If you have any questions in this Kubescape, then you can ask me in the comment section below. And if you want me to make further videos related to DevOps and Kubernetes and other DevOps related tools, you can like this video, share this video with your friends, and make sure to subscribe to my channel. I'll be happy to download or upload all the videos relevant to the DevOps, and I will be happy to answer all the questions relevant to DevOps. So that's it. Alright. Okay, so goodbye.